Hey all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. My name is Eileen. I am the owner of Veer Up, which is an HR career consulting firm. We specialize in anyone who's trying to find a job or change your career. We help you with resume writing as well as prepping you for that big interview. So today we are talking about something that's really, really important. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because ESPN had a massive layoff maybe about a week ago. And Stephen A. Smith did a video and said that he had no idea and no one knew that layoffs were coming. I don't 100% believe that because there are signs that you can look for to tell if your company is going to do layoff. Before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Before we dive into this video, I do want to make a disclaimer. Just because your company may have some of the things that I talk about, it is not a guarantee that they're going to be layoff. But what I'm trying to do is to help you to look at some signs just in case you need to start preparing. So, number one, declining revenues. That's the first sign. So when a company experiences consistent decline in revenues and struggles to meet financial targets, it's often time there's a risk for a layoff. So pay attention to any type of recent reports, rumors regarding the financial health of your organization. And that's pretty easy to find. You can go out to your company's website and look at their financial statement. And you can even go to business journals and look up your company.
And if your company's finances continue to decline, it is a sign that you need to start looking for another job.
The second one is mergers and acquisition activities. Now, mergers and acquisition can lead to a redundance of companies and workplace. And I'm going to tell you, I've been through a merger and acquisition. And even though they may use the word merger, you better believe that one company is kind of like taking over the other one. And most companies have an HR department, an accounting department, and they're not going to keep everybody. Even though a lot of companies will tell you, oh, we do not expect any layoffs when we do this merger or acquisition. At the time they're telling you, they believe that. But typically, if one company finances is doing better than the other one, they're going to cut dead weight off of the company that's losing money. So that's one of the things you want to keep in mind with acquisitions and mergers. The third one, when you have a executive team that are jumping ship. So I know someone that worked at a company and the chief financial officer left, the chief marketing department left, as well as the chief HR director left. That is a red flag. They know what's happening coming down the pipeline. That is a sign that layoffs could be coming. Number four, reduce workplace sentiments. A sudden decline in morale within the company is a huge red flag. So if you look back at your company 12 months ago, 24 months ago, how was the atmosphere? Is it totally different than the way it is now? That is a sign that layoffs are coming. Number five is frequent communications gap. Lack of transparency, communication from management can be a sign that something is going on or something is going wrong. If important information is being withheld or there's a sudden decrease in regular meeting, it is essential to pay attention. Now, if you are someone that works in a management position or a director, you have been kept out of major important meetings and even your department, that is a sign that layoffs are coming. Because I worked somewhere and my whole department was laid off. And what's so interesting is that my supervisor used to have meetings with me every single Friday. But for the last 2 months, there were no meetings. And these meetings would last for a half a day. And we would go over finance in my department, we would go over projects, and all of a sudden it just stopped. But we knew something was happening. So my whole department was eliminated because they wanted to save money in part and they outsourced it. So when you see meeting and communication or non-existence, that is a sign that layoffs are coming. Number 7, hiring freezes. That is a big one. Since I used to work in HR, whenever you see hiring freezes, that's a sign, or reduced job posting. When people have open position and it's not being filled, that's money that the company wants to put back into the budget. So that is also a red flag that your company may be laying off. Number 8, increased focus on cost cutting. To give you an example, if you work for a company and training is a really, really big deal, and you are used to going out of town for, meetings, and you normally go to training for like a week, and all of a sudden you can no longer do that because of budget cuts, that is a sign that company layoffs could be coming. And another thing, if they start changing company policy, that's a sign. And then they start taking away benefits. So if you work for a company and they normally have a very rich benefit plan, but then in the next 6 to 8 months, you see that that plan is no longer rich. I know someone that works at a company and they used to buy back vacation time. Instead of you taking it, they will buy it back for you. But now they're no longer doing that. And then a bonus one is that when companies no longer think about their employees' needs and only think about the bottom line, this is a sign that companies are going to lay off. One of the things that I used to always tell people is when a company calls you their family, oh yes, it's a family work environment. And it sounds good to use that word as a family atmosphere. But when difficult financial times come, you no longer consider family. You are considered an employee. And so when they start to change the dynamics of the way that they treat you and the environment is no longer a family, layoffs could be coming. So those are the signs that I think you definitely should pay attention to. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but it was just mind blowing that Stephen A. Smith said that he had no idea that ESPN was going to lay off so many of his coworkers. And to me, when Disney announced the amount of money that they have lost over the last couple of years, I feel like that was a red flag. I would have been thinking about what are my next steps. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like, oh my God, what am I going to do if I get laid off? And I'm also going to do a video about things that you do need to do if you are indeed laid off. Those are the signs that a company may be heading to a layoff cautionary indicator. If you are experiencing any of these signs, consider taking proactive steps, such as updating your resume, networking to ensure you prepare for any potential changes. And also on my website, I have a checklist for anyone that feels like they may be being laid off. Go to my website and download this free checklist. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you later. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get more content like this.